Hey y'all, Art Student here. Today I'm going to show you my life in July. As you can see, we started out with traveling. We ended up in Portugal because of a layover and stayed in Portugal for a very long time, so it took us a while to get to our final destination, which was Italy. The travel plans got mixed up a little bit because of the layover being so long, and we wound up staying on the countryside of Venice and then going to the island. The countryside was like farmland and beautiful and calm, and we loved it there. We would love to go back. My husband and I went for our honeymoon because we never got to when we first got married. And here was a cute little city, and there was barely any tourists, so it was really weird. But turns out they closed all their shops because it wasn't really tourist time and only a few shops were open. And they told us to go to the main plaza, and that's where all the happening stuff was. And maybe there was 100 tourists, but really it was so nice and calm and beautiful. The first place we stayed at was actually at a campground, and we were in these like weird mobile homes, but I loved it. And it was so walkable and cute to see everything. You could just walk to the grocery store or walk to get some pizza and just see the fun, calm country life. We were right near a bunch of beautifully large houses and villas, and the trees grew so big. Even the magnolia trees were huge. It was just beautiful to just walk everywhere and see statues and art and everything. Eventually, we made it to the island of Venice, which is what you see in all the pictures. The beautiful buildings, the gondolas, and our Airbnb was in the section where there was a bunch of designer clothes and stuff, but we're not really into that. It was just really beautiful. Every inch of St. Mark's Basilica was gorgeous. The detail, the artwork, it was just jaw-droppingly beautiful, and I highly recommend. I just say don't go in the summer because there are so many people, and gondola rides are such a tourist trap. Everywhere you walked on the island of Venice, you saw these beautiful alleyways of water anytime you walked over a bridge. And of course, every single store had masks, and we happened to go to a store where they made them there, and it was so beautiful. We went to the Interactive Museum for Da Vinci, and we got to see some of his artworks, as well as look at inventions that he made in his sketchbook. The people there actually created the inventions, and it was really cool to see the things he came up with in his mind come to life. This day we actually went into the basilica and we had to wait online for 45 minutes to an hour, which went by so fast because you're just looking at this gorgeous building all day and zooming in on all the tiny details. Everything about this building was beautiful. The different stones, the mosaic tile work, just the attention to detail, highly recommend. And definitely, if you can, pay and go to the top because it's a really cool view. On our last day, we were trying to catch a water taxi that was scheduled, and it never showed up. So we wound up taking a private one, and though it was pricey, it was so much fun. It was worth it because we had it to ourselves, and it was beautiful, and it was kind of like our gondola ride, And it was really fast, so we had no problems getting to the airport. We came home on 4th of July night, and Boston was booming with fireworks literally on the side of the streets as we were driving. And here's when I made my 3-piece glass etching layered artwork. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the video is on my channel. Using the vinyl cutter to eventually make a multiple layered glass artwork, and trying to capture it was so hard. So here's some behind the scenes of that. It was one of my favorite pieces.
If I make this yours and you make it mine, well then we'll see with golden eyes, so hard to find, there on your own, just passing through, just pass some time. If I make this yours and you make it mine.
On one of the days when it wasn't too hot, we went on a walking trail, and I actually found a geocaching box, and it was really cool to find on our walk. And before I knew it, I was back on an airplane going to a different country. We ended up in Costa Rica for my grandmother's birthday. Normally, I might go on one vacation for the summer, but my grandma wanted to take us for her big birthday party, and it was beautiful. I'm extremely lucky and grateful for my family and the opportunities we get, and that we're able to see the world like this.
The last thing that you think about before you fall asleep. The truth is hard to find, but mostly 'cause we lie. Versions of ourselves that we cannot define.
We were at a pretty fancy and nice hotel, and there were animals everywhere. And they just walked right up to you, and they just ate their food. Mango trees were right above you. Butterflies everywhere. Dragonflies everywhere. Parrots everywhere. On this day, my brother and I decided to take a really long walk. He did his own little hike around this entire beach and got to a really far away rock, and that was our goal. On no food and no water, we hiked there. I would not recommend not having energy or fuel for your hike, but that is what we did. It was so beautiful. The rocks were all of these different colors. The water was perfect. Nature was just so amazing to see, and I wouldn't have traded it. It was a really good day, and it was always fun to hang out with my brother.
Never loved her. I love to be there. Whoa. These days, it's not easy. Ooh, 'cause you say you don't need me.
The next day we went on a giant family excursion, and we went ziplining, we hiked and swam to a waterfall, and we also did tubing. I didn't capture a lot of that because I didn't bring my GoPro charger, and honestly it was kind of rough, but it was such a great time. This morning the sky was filled with dragonflies. I have no idea why. The next day we arrived on this plantation, maybe? I don't know, but it was a place where you can see beautiful nature, different animals such as sloths, monkeys, toucans, bats, so many things. And we also got to make chocolate as well as coffee.
I love when you want it so bad. I need you to need this so bad. This night, it's not easy, easy. Ooh, 'cause you...
Next on the excursion was the rainforest. Eventually, the rain stopped and we were able to hike to a gorgeous waterfall. The colors in Costa Rica are so vibrant. The next day I took my parents and my brother and sister-in-law on the long hike that I did with my brother. It's about 3 hours and we got to see more nature. It took a while to get home and there were some thunderstorms, and then I had to road trip up from New York to my home in New Hampshire. It took a while, but it was nice to see all the beautiful trees and the beautiful clouds and just enjoy the day. But once I got home, I definitely slept forever.
Baby, this world drives me crazy.
And once I was home, it was time to catch up on the little chores or things I needed to do, as one does. It's hard to get back into your routine after not having the same type of routine, but it was really nice.
Fade away, but till you ever wake up feeling like we're living day to day. We should buy some golden handcuffs and throw away
the week I got back, I slept all week, and then the week after, I tried making as much art as I could, so I could try creating more videos. I feel like the time flies by, especially when you're doing things, so it's tough. I'm going to try making more. I am working summer school, and on this day, we went on a field trip. We went to this cute little beach in New Hampshire, and we got to find snails and crabs and different cool rocks. The kids loved it. They had a blast. It was really fun seeing their smiling faces and kids just being kids. And that's my July. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry for any noises in the background. I'm currently getting my roof redone. If you like this stuff, consider subscribing, liking, checking out my Etsy. You know those things. Choose what you want. Do what you want. Thank you so much for tuning in. Can't wait to see you next week. Bye. Thank you.